Tony, no more second chances now. Elimination final. Probably the biggest elimination final you could get, a Melbourne derby. What's the health and fitness of your side coming in? Full squad to choose from?
Yes, as we speak, yes. And we certainly hope and anticipate that will be the same in a couple of days with a couple more training sessions to come. But we're all excited and looking forward to, as you say, a big derby, big elimination game. And this is what you train and plan for and play all year for, to have such a big game. And we're proud to be part of it.
Olyroos boys, they obviously came back and were a little underdone last week, but with another week on the track, if needed, are those three boys able to go full 90 or 120?
Well, look, we are prepared and willing to accept if it needs to go to 120 and penalties and 90 minutes. You have to be ready for it. That's the situation we're in. But I expect all three boys to be fit and available. And
Jason, this appeal came up, never in doubt. I'm sure you were thinking straight back in at right back.
Yeah, we expect him to come back into the side, and it was a bit of an anxious wait for him as well. But he trained really well last week. He did some extra work, in the hope that it would fall our way in terms of the resolution of the appeal, and we're all delighted that he's available.
It's a huge game, Melbourne Derby elimination final. Can you sense the excitement on the training track amongst the boys? Obviously, finals football brings its own lift, but this occasion it might be the biggest game some of these boys played in their entire careers.
Definitely. You feel the difference. From last week's training, where they trained well leading into the game, there was a lot of emotion, obviously with Broxy and a few other things that we're preparing for that week. But this week's certainly different, and you can see it in their eyes. You can see the training. It's a game they can't wait to play in, to be a part of, and there's healthy competition for places. The whole squad's excited. Everyone's played a part to get us to this point where we finished third in the league. Big match coming up, and we're expecting a big crowd and a lot of support, and together with our fans, we want to get through this game.
Obviously, the Wanderers game wasn't the way you would have wanted to be coming into finals with their comeback. What did you take from the film, and what's been the message to the boys about where they can improve from that Wanderers game?
We actually haven't gone into too much detail about the game. We touched on it, of course. We had a fantastic start, scored two very, very nice goals, which was really pleasing in our attacking play. And we probably relaxed a little and played a side that was desperate. So we realised that, when you drop off slightly, 5 or 10%, you can get punished. And then, we recovered well, and first 15 minutes, second half, we were excellent again. We hit the lead, and you could sense there was that, that relaxed mode of just playing the game. We played an opponent that punished us. So we accept what happened. We know we need to improve on that and have full focus for the entire game.
I guess Melbourne City coming into it, they've won 3 games on the bounce for the first time all season, heading right into finals. What have you made, particularly if they're recent, basically since Aurelia got back from his illness, they've been winning games? What have you made of their form?
Well, not surprising. I think for most people that know the game and know the quality that Melbourne City has. So they've played 3 final type games where they needed to win, and they have individuals that can play big games, that have played big games, and know how to deal with those moments. And we know what we're up against. We've played them 3 times this year. Every game's been close and tight, and full of passion, full of excitement. We know this will be no different, and this will probably, the volume gets turned up a little bit more in this game, both on and off the field, I'm sure, with the fans. We respect them, and we know they have some fantastic players, but so do we, and we'll be ready for the game.
The 3 Melbourne derbies so far this season, they've been incredibly tightly contested games. Plenty of chances maybe, but not a lot of goals. I guess, what do you take from those games to ensure that your side get the win on the weekend?
Well, we have to build from what we've shown so far in the 3 games, and you have to bring your all-round game, and you have to probably improve on it and dial it up. It's finals, and whatever intensity we've had so far in the games, I'm sure it'll be higher. I'm sure the speed of the game will be higher. We want to play our part in being able to handle all those moments and make sure the details fall on our side.
Come the end of the season, the Mariners and Phoenix got a bit of separation from the rest of the trailing pack, but looking at the top six, do you think this is a final series where literally 1 through 6 they can all win the championship? They're all capable of going on a run?
Yeah, I think if you just look at the sides that are there, yes. Congratulate Central Coast on winning the Premier's Plate and Wellington on a fantastic season. They deserve their week off now, and so that they've earned that. But in terms of finals football, we go into this believing that we can win the whole thing. Don't know about the other sides, but we certainly do. But you have to tick each box, and the first box we need to tick is this one, and this is the most important game, and it's a one-off game, and it's a special game, and we still want to be in with a chance of winning the title come Monday.
City announced during the week that Curtis Good, Jamie McLaren, they'll be leaving the club at the end of the season, so that's sort of out in the open. I guess you haven't announced anything, but I guess if your boys might be playing knowing that this is their last season of victory as well, what does that sort of motivation bring to players, I guess, when they come to these sort of games as well?
I don't know the motive behind Melbourne City announcing it now. I think that happens at every club, though. Players do, contracts end, players move on. That happens. That's part of the game. But for us, it doesn't change any focus for us. And the importance for us is just that this group of players that have been together all year, have played well all year, can show that again now in a big game and get through.
Earlier this week, Damien Da Silva won his second victory medal. The bloke's been here 14 months and won 2 victory medals. I guess I know you were one of the key drivers behind his signing. Has he managed to surpass even your expectations, what he's done here at Victory?
In some ways, yes. But we saw from the first moment that he arrived. He came from a very cold winter in France, and I remember he was here for a couple of days, and we had a trip to Newcastle, and we played in the heat. It was a really hot day, and we actually asked him about how he felt, jet lag, cold weather to the heat, and he just put his hand up and said, "I'm ready to play, and if you want me, coach, I'm ready." And I thought from that moment we knew immediately what type of person, professional, and what type of mentality this player has. And you're playing in minus degrees in conditions like that, and you go up to play 30 degrees in Newcastle. He had a very good game, obviously fatigued, tired, but showed the quality he has on the field and the leadership he showed in that week. Gave us a lot of confidence that we have a real player on and off the park, and he's shown that ever since.
Maybe if I could just shift focus to the other central defender that won a victory medal earlier this week, Kayla Morrison.
Yes.
I think Paz told me that you're a bit of a fan of hers.
Yes, I am.
About it. Why are you a fan of Kayla Morrison?
I think she epitomises everything that this club's about, the values, the respect, the hard work. She leads by example. She's a credit to herself, the program, the coaches, the club. I actually use her as an example to a lot of the players because she's had an ACL injury. They don't get paid anything like the players do, and I'm witnessing her here for several months, day in, day out, 6-7 days a week, working in the gym. And I think that dedication is something that we can follow, and we can use it as an example for our young players, not just the men's. We use Damien Da Silva as an example, but Kayla certainly is an example and someone we should all be proud of and follow. And seeing her win the award the other night, I think, is a real testament to her and recognition for the 12 months of hard work she's put in the gym where no one sees, and the rewards are shown with her performances on the park.
You know what it takes to play in the centre of the park in green and gold. Do you think Kayla, she's got the citizenship now, do you think maybe in the future a Matilda's call-up would be deserving for her?
Deserving, yes. I'm a bit biased, so I'd love to see her out there. But we look at the Matildas now, and it's a real strong outfit, a lot of options and competition, and if she can be another one for the Matildas, it can only make us stronger.